Today on the channel, from NECA and Gremlins 2, the new batch, we've got the Demolition Gremlins 2-pack.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another NECA Gremlins 2 unboxing and review. And today, we've got the 2-pack, the Demolition Gremlins. But remember, for all your gremlin needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below. Of course, that always supports the channel, so thank you guys that do that. So the Gremlins, no stranger to NECA, no stranger to the NECA properties. We've had a lot of Gremlins over a lot of years and a lot of Gremlins to come. So if you're into Gremlins, man, you're in luck, and there's a lot of good stuff on the way. We'll see where it goes. Of course, I believe it's the 40th anniversary of Gremlins coming next year. I heard there's like a new Netflix animated series. Got to be another movie eventually, I would think. And with that comes a lot more figures and properties and things like that. So it could be a golden time for you Gremlins collectors. Now, Gremlins, you guys know I dabble in the Gremlins. They're kind of an ancillary collection that I move room to room based on space and changes and things like that. But I was all in, and I had to pick up this Demolition one. As Gremlins 2, very underrated. I loved it when I was a young kid, or almost early teen. I don't know what I was. I was probably 10 or 11 years old when Gremlins 2 came out. Saw it in the theater, absolutely loved it. A lot of people don't. It is totally different than the first one, but I think that's part of the fun with it. So I am really excited to get more Gremlins 2 action figures in my collection, and that's what we got here today. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And there it is, the old Demolition Gremlins. Very, very cool in there. Of course, they got all kinds of accessories. They're going to blow some stuff up. You know how it goes. And then the packaging on this is really cool. It really looks like an old crate is what it looks like. Like it's a damaged crate on top of that. But very, very nice, of course. I like down here, sunlight, food after midnight, rain. It's got the little line through it. Don't do that. Don't do that to them. So that is a really cool little Easter egg going on the packaging. Very, very nice. Demolition Gremlins down on the bottom. On the side, we got two pictures. The Gremlins are always up to no good. They're always up to trouble. I got two more pictures over here and all kinds of stuff. A lot of accessories included in this pack, and there's little glamour shots on the back. What else we got in the back of this package? It says the Gremlins are back, and this time they've taken control of New York City, of a New York City media mogul's high-tech skyscraper. Includes interchangeable hands, removable hard hat, barrel, mallet, bomb, can, dynamite, and a dynamite plunger. So all kinds of accessories with this guy here. Let's get him out. Let's do the old plastic prison. Yeah, if I can. Maybe I'll just pull the whole thing out. Why not? Off to the side. See you later. Get out of here. It's a cool background. Yeah, that's kind of cool. This is a little diorama you could use if you're so inclined. You could stick that on the back of a shelf. Put them in front of that. Always like stuff like that. Choose your own display adventure. Very, very cool. Oh my gosh, we got tons of stuff. This is like a Super 7 Ultimate. We got so much stuff here. I'm going to take this offline, but let's do the plastic prison. There it is. There's the two Gremlins. All right, let me take this offline. Let me get this all snipped out, taken out, sorted out, and we'll be back talking all things Demolition. All right, we're back. Let's talk all things Demolition. Of course, Demolition tag team champions back in the WWF back in the day, and later added Crush as a third. Oh, wait. Not that Demolition. We're talking Demolition Gremlins, and very exciting to get this. And as usual, we're going to start with the accessories on these guys and see where it goes from there. So let's take a look at these. We do get extra hands, exact same hands, just different color, because each Gremlin, one's green, one's more brown. But you do get the extra hands if you do need that. So we've seen these before. Very much reused from the Ultimate Brain and other Gremlins over the years. But very cool. I always love the shine to these Gremlins too. They just have a nice gloss to them. Beautiful paint job, long nails, all kinds of fun stuff. Extra hands. Choose your own hand adventure. Which ones you want to use, that's up to you. So there you go. Now we get down to these accessories. And there's a lot of cool stuff here. First thing I see is a bomb. Now this is very funny. I thought there was something in it. I was shaking it a little bit, but very funny. It's like an old school bomb. This looks like something out of like the Roadrunner cartoon or something like that, but very, very tongue-in-cheek, very kind of comedy-driven here, but it's got the red, was that a wick? Is that what it's called? A wick? Got that on the top, and then the big ball of the bomb. So you do have that if you're wanting to put that somewhere. And the great thing about a lot of these accessories are you could use these in different toy lines if you really wanted to. If you're creative, if you're a figure photographer out there, the world's your oyster, as some might say. You do get a big old mallet, once again, like something out of the Roadrunner cartoon. Nice wooden mallet. Actually good quality here, and it actually feels like real wood, so this is very nice. I mean, you could probably take this up to the kitchen if you really needed to. But very nice wood grain throughout, just a really good looking wood mallet. So if you're inclined to need a wood mallet, there you go, you got that. Then we get little sticks of dynamite, 4 of them to be exact. Got the long end there, you light it and you're off to the races, but you got 4 of these if you want single dynamite. Very cool. Got the black wick. I don't know if wick's the right word. I don't know what it is. But you got that, and then you got the brown for the dynamite. Would have preferred the red dynamite, but yeah, it is what it is. We know what it is when we see it. And then we got a pack of dynamite as well, something like out of G.I. Joe. I got it all wrapped up, ready to go like so. Very cool. Choose your own dynamite adventure, much like a hand adventure. You do get a beer can here, so that's kind of cool, but a very, very oversized beer can. This isn't going to work with the majority of our figures. Maybe some 1/6 scale figures, possibly. It's called Grem's Beer. Clamp Center is what it says on it. Very interesting. Clamp Beer Brewing. But cool, you know, they're construction workers. They're just guys out there on the high rise doing their thing. Very cool to get a little beer can with them. So we got that going on. Then we get the Dynamite Acme. So once again, it all comes back to like the Looney Tunes. But you get the Acme here. Of course, this is the bomb detonator. I thought it said it had a working plunger. Oh yeah, it's just a little tough to get out, but it does pull up and down. So you can plunge it, bam, there it goes, we're off to the races. But a very interesting thing for the little dynamite blower-upper thing. Yeah, sure, why not? That's what it's called now. Then we get a big barrel here, a big Acme TNT barrel, a big black barrel drum. Once again, a lot of reuse you could get out of this background stuff. It does have a lid. One cool thing is all your accessories you can put inside of here so you don't lose them. That is pretty cool. So you can put your accessories in here, put this displayed right by them. Everything's right there handy instead of baggies, things like that off to the side. But very, very cool. And this pack is really cool because the accessories are really just as cool as the Gremlins in some instances. So I like that a whole lot. Now we're going to break down these 2 Gremlins, and they're very different Gremlins, but also very similar. There you go. Let's break down the articulation first on this guy, because the articulation is going to be the same between the 2. You get the head, side to side. Yeah, you can go all the way around with it if you want to. So it does have that. This one always reminds me of kind of a snake skin pattern, kind of that brownish tan color. That's what I always think of when I think of this colored Gremlin. Very snake-like. We do get articulation in the ears, which is a nice, for different facial expressions, you know, poses and things. Really does bring out personality when you do articulate the ears like so. I wish there was mouth articulation. We saw that with Stripe in the past. Unfortunately, these guys do not have any of that. So that is what it is. When you get the shoulders all the way around, you do get single jointed elbows, hands removable, side to side, up and down, back and forth, all that. You get no waist articulation. I thought there was a little waist. No waist articulation on this guy. You do get legs up and down on a ball there, kind of off to the side. Knees, very tight ankles. We get knees and ankles on these guys. Then you get their big 3-pronged nail foot. Very large right there. But very cool looking Gremlin here. Spikes throughout. Very intricate color. I love the gloss to these. The glossiness of these figures is just great. Breaking down the head a little bit more. He's got the nice jagged Gremlin's teeth. Like I said, I wish the mouth did open. Got the really creepy red eyes with the yellow slits and the black pupil. Very fear-inducing there. You do get the stripes on the back, the little spikes going on. He's, of course, got his patented Gremlin tail and his 4th toe in the back of his legs. Definitely looks like just a Gremlin. And this is a Gremlin. Not as many bells and whistles as the Demolition one, which we're going to get to in a second. But you can use any of these accessories with either guys. So once again, choose your own accessory adventure. I'm sure he's going to fit on a ringside collectible stand. I always say use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Best stands in the game. There it is. He fits perfectly on the WWE Mattel stand. So if you need stands for your Gremlins, that's where you go and use discount code Kyle, like I said, to save 10% on your stands. But a very cool one. A little bit plain Jane, a little bit similar to that Brain one we unboxed. But this guy over here, now this is the star of the show right here. This is the true Demolition Gremlin right here. Looks really good. He's got his denim vest on. He's ready for a Saxon concert in the 80s. He's a big New Wave British heavy metal fan like myself, I'm sure. First thing you notice is the green skin, where this is more of a brown and tan. This is a green and tan. Really, really does pop. The skin tone on this guy looks really, really good. You do get a hat on him, and it's great. It says, it is removable, and it does say Little Grems. So that is kind of funny there, wearing a little kid's hat. And I wonder if that fits over here. It does not fit. No, it doesn't really. You can make it work. Yeah, I guess you can make it work. You move the ears, you're off to the races. So you can't make that work. A very cool soft plastic hard hat, but it's like the little Tykes, little kid version. I like how that looks a lot. The soft goods are really cool. We don't get a ton of soft goods. Well, I shouldn't say a ton. We get a fair amount of soft goods with our Gremlin figures, but this one looks good with the white t-shirt and the denim vest. I should look around, see if I have some heavy metal patches I could put on here. That would be a cool little addition to this figure for sure. Ears, there is no articulation on this guy's ears, where we did get that over here. More traditional looking Gremlin, I guess, this guy in the green. That's what we remember from the first movie, but then as we know, things took quite the turn in Gremlins 2. Very, very good looking face here. Once again, no articulation at the mouth. You got the yellow eyes with the black slits, very creepy. Big, big ears going on. We walked through the articulation. We don't have to do that again. But a very, very strong Gremlin 2-pack. This is one of those packs, though, that's not for everybody. These aren't your main event Gremlins. These are ancillary Gremlins. So if you're looking to build out your Gremlin universe, this is for you. You're a Gremlin completionist, this is for you. But if you're a guy that just wants Stripe and Gizmo, you can pass on stuff like this. But I can see people buying these as well as army builder Gremlins. You could take some of this stuff off, put different things on them, different accessories. You can really build out quite the universe in the Gremlins landscape if you really wanted to, with some figures like this and some of the upcoming packs we have as well. Those Christmas packs, for example, we got a few years back. Take some of that stuff off them. You can use them as universe builders as well. You can get those on clearance at a lot of stores still to this day, specifically Walmart if you're looking. This guy's having a harder time to stand, but it's more of his own legs. But there we go. He's off to the races. He's standing good. I figured for a little scale comparison, the NECA Gizmo from Gremlins 2 right there, so you can kind of see that height difference between those. Works for me all day long. Looks really, really good. Looks like a strong representation of Gremlins 2. The Mogwai running wild, as we all know, and a lot more Mogwais to come in our future in 2022 and 2023. So get prepared, get your wallets ready, and of course go to Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below to get your orders in. So a little Demolition Gremlins. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your Gremlin collection looks like. Of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. You guys know we got videos every single day, and I'd love to have you here for them. As he falls over. You can follow along at Patreon for videos like this much, much earlier than traditional YouTube. Bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, a lot going on over the Patreon, and also the best way to support the channel, as you guys know. You can also follow along on social media at SirPaul64, on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for a couple of Demolition Gremlins, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.